a Christmas night air, and he got, it was very cold, and he got to thinking of his children, and he loved his children as much as so many people love their children. And so he went home, and he wrote this little story, and it's been with us for a long, long time. Even before the elf was here.
Wow.
And Judy Elf, heard this story a long, long time ago from Santa Claus when she was just 2 years old, and it's been, talked about a long, long time. So here's the night before Christmas, and this is the pictures that come with it, and anybody can look at the pictures of a book like this at any time they want to by getting it from the library or having their folks buy one. So twas the night before Christmas. Twas is the word that they use. It was. So twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring. Nobody was moving around. Not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas, that's what they sometimes call me. Okay, sometimes I'm called Santa Claus, sometimes St. Nicholas, all kinds of things. But anytime when people are trying to make kids happy, that's Santa Claus and St. Nicholas and whatever you want to call it. And this was in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled, all snug in their bed. Well, visions of sugar plums, that's like candy, sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief, they were, like this is a kerchief and cap, and that's to keep your head warm, because in the old days, they didn't have as much heat as they do now. And Mom in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled down for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. What was the matter? This guy jumps right out of his bed, runs to the window. I waved to the window, I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters, and threw up the sash. In order to keep things warmer, they had shutters in those days, which were like, closed like a blind or something over the window. And so the moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below, when one to my wandering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. And this was coming straight across this was me, in the sleigh with the 8 reindeer going across the sky. And there we were. And with a little old driver, so lively and quick, I know in a moment it must be St. Nick. Remember, that's another way of saying Santa Claus. More rapid than eagles, his coursers they came. That's the reindeer, coursers. And he whistled and shouted and called them by name. I don't whistle so good anymore. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen. On Comet, on Cupid, on Donder and Blitzen. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Oh, now dash away all. And as dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, that means like, leaves in the wind, how the wind will stir up leaves and everything. When they met with an obstacle mount to the sky. So up to the top, the housetop, the coursers they flew with a sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. And then, in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancer and calling of each little hoop. We sometimes hear that on all of our houses, don't we? Yeah. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney, St. Nicholas came with a bound. You know, I come down the chimney. But these days, I come in any way I can get in, and I have the magic to do it. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. Back in the days when Mr. Moore wrote that peddlers would walk around with their goods in his back, take them out, and I carried my gifts everywhere. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. You can't see my dimples because of my beard. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, droll meaning funny. And his beard on his chin was as white as the snow, as you can see. The stump of a pipe, he held it tight in his teeth, and the smoke had encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed, like a bowl full of jelly. Well, when I go, my belly goes like this. And he was chubby and plump, and certainly you can see that. But I'm plumbing and chum, and like jolly old elf. And I laughed when I saw him, in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know that I had nothing to dread. Nobody has to worry about me around me, do they? No, they don't. They're not afraid. They don't have to be afraid. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk. And laying his finger aside of his nose, that means white nose, the secret between us, and gazing a nod up the chimney he rode. How did I get up that chimney? Magic. Yeah. He sprang to his sleigh and to his team and gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down from a thistle. The thistle is one of those things that they've got a lot of fuzzy stuff and you can blow it around. But I heard him exclaim, or he drove out of sight, and you know the last part. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Thank you very much. And that's Clarence Moore, and his wonderful story to his children, and to all the children in here. Okay.
You were going to say